and I kind of took offense to it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. My style. I think it's a Salvadorian mom in me that.
Dude, yeah, you're a bit feisty.
Well, I said something earlier and she just smacked me.
Yeah,
like, we just met.
Well, because like I said, I'm a Salvadorian mom, and I'm assuming you're young. Yeah, it gives you a little
credibility.
Bit of,
I'm older than your son. How about that?
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm 35.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he
he always
aged
says
well. It's a compliment.
Thank you.
Don't give him a
the
big
chubby
head.
cheeks.
I gotta deal with him.
It fills out the wrinkle.
Yeah, look at the picture. We made him chubby.
That's okay. You could say, "Hey, I lost weight since I did the picture."
Yeah, there
I
you
don't
go.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
He's gonna lose weight during your demo.
Oh yeah,
We're gonna have him on the bike for an hour.
possibly consciousness. One of the
I
two.
remember my very first time in a gym, and like you, I had no clue what I was doing. I get on the bike for at least 25 minutes because somebody says, "Oh, you got to go in there at least 25 minutes, otherwise it doesn't do anything." I said, okay, great. So I'm going on, and I'm thinking you got to go hard, and I'm doing all this. I get up and I sit down and I pass out. I was out for about 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh!
And at the time, it was me and my girlfriend at the time, and she was still doing something, and I was just laid out on the couch. I'm like, she came over.
I can't move.
Yeah, I was just. I guess because I guess if you work your body too hard and you don't.
Yeah, of course.
And you don't know what you're doing.
From 0 to 100, yeah.
Oxygen didn't get to my head or whatever it was, and I just passed out.
Oh,
and I was like, okay, that was not good. And I didn't go back to a gym for like a long time.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
Bad experience.
That'll do it.
Nope, we're not going to do that. And then I realized when somebody finally told me and I got on a bike, I actually, in my younger days, I would like the bike better because I would put a TV in front of it, or like a laptop or whatever, and I would just go or watch TV, and I'd be on it for an hour. Yeah. And I actually lost a lot of weight doing that.
Yeah, definitely. And it's good for the heart.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't taught in some time. I had a meniscus cleanup. They went in and cleaned up my meniscus in the summer.
Meniscus.
How does that happen?
What's a meniscus?
Yeah, that.
Meniscus is the soft tissue in your joints, and what it does, it's like cartilage. It frays. If you're not properly aligned, your bones, especially your knees,
I know that
scrape,
very
and then
well.
it starts fraying the soft tissue.
Why he has a new hip?
Okay, well,
my back and my shoulders.
Yeah, you need a new one of those too.
And so they went in and they cleaned up the side of it. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that the recent injury that Jackie was telling me about?
Yeah.
That put you out for a while?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
So I've been kind of taking care of my health. I've always thought that if I have a few rules. I don't teach what I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Smart.
Some people don't, they'll go out. But if I'm not confident in the product I'm presenting, then I can't convince somebody to buy into it.
Right.
If I know how to teach it, then I'll go ahead and give it my all. And you can convince people. It's amazing. Like, some of my best moments have been in a classroom. When you see that light bulb moment, when you have that person do that first push-up, and you see it in their face, like, I didn't believe I could do it, but I did it. And those are the moments that I think any instructor
do you find nurturing your clients to a point where, like you said, to get that look in their face and that twinkle in their eye is an important aspect of training? To get them
explain what you mean by nurturing.
Well, like with him, right? When I'm teaching him early on, especially early on, because whenever you start something new, you're more prone to injuries than that, right?
Yeah,
because you really don't know what you're doing.
Right.
You're thinking, and you try to go hard, because especially men, they have this ego, and they're just like I did on a bike, and I pass out.
Right.
But if I had somebody kind of nurture me and kind of babying me along and trying to make sure I'm doing all the right things, then I'm more apt to want to stay there even better. Just like the lady that on the bike with you, you watched her, and that was kind of nurturing in the sense, even though she didn't know it.
Yeah.
Right. You were taking the baby steps with her alongside of you and letting her be your nursemaid, somewhat, until you got to talking. Then it even became even more, I imagine, right?
Yeah.
And she was telling you all the things that you should or shouldn't do. Yeah. Kind of kept you on this nice path of, here's how you stay sane and solid and healthy.
Right.
Because if you don't have that person there with you, I mean, it could go horribly wrong, like
Yeah.
it did for me.
Yeah.
So does that become an important aspect of when you're teaching?
As an instructor.
You know,
It might be now.
you know what?
no one's asked me
and
that
I'll say
before.
this, and you're right. No one's asked me that, and I don't think babying is in my makeup. I don't maybe baby, but I definitely nurture.
Yes.
Oh, I like that.
There's
Where's
There's
the
no, yeah, and
difference?
there's two different, yeah, and that's why I use nurture rather than babying
Right,
somebody.
right.
Because I feel the same way, that I have to nurture these students to make sure, one, that they can keep coming back to class.
right. No, absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
if they get hurt on day one, they're never coming back.
Right, right. And fortunately, I mean, as an instructor, when you're teaching a group, like I'll have like somewhere between 40 and 42 students in a class.
Wow.
And the way it goes is, and it goes almost always, the regulars in
Right.
the front, right? And as you move back, you
Yeah.
have people who have either never taken the class or just starting out. I know exactly where to go.
Yeah. Those are the ones that are hiding.
Right,
They don't
right.
want you to see them.
Exactly.
They don't
but
want to,
those are the people to me that need the most.
Yeah.
My regulars, they know what they're doing.
Right.
Because they hear me barking at them all the time. And they know.
barking. Do you hear that, folks? Barking.
That's probably why they call it a drill sergeant.
Probably. And it's probably true because at first I was like, I'm not a drill sergeant. It makes it sound so mean. But to a certain extent, yeah, I hold. You know, they've been at it. I don't know, and so I'm not a very good. I don't baby very much.
Okay.
No,
But,
and that's a good thing.
yeah,
I mean,
but-
I would never, because I mean, we call that spoon feeding.
Right.
Right.
When you
And
instead
I
of
think
getting
it's
them to
almost
figure-
insulting.
yeah,
It's insulting because
Come here,
there's
dummy.
potential.
Take this. Take
Yeah.
this.
You know, there's potential in each individual person, and to baby them doesn't bring it out. And that's why, like I said, I make a disclaimer. You walk into my classroom, I don't baby. I'm gonna come at you, and I'm gonna come hard, and
yeah.
people rise to the occasion.
I'm more scared now than I was.
No, no, not at all. Here again.
By the way, if you
I
notice,
nurture.
folks, I'm in jeans. I have him in sweats. He's doing the demos like always, because I'm the smart one. Remember that.
You know, yeah. But I nurture. Remember that. Take heart. I nurture.
No, I'm just
I like
hoping
that.
she slaps you down or something.
Well,
I'll give you a bat. Don't worry.
I remember I played football in high school,
Right.
and it's the same. There's times where orders need to be given and need to be followed, and other times where you're like, it's okay.
Yeah.
You messed up.
Yeah.
We'll just train you harder.
Right. You just gotta dig, and I tell people dig deep because take responsibility, take ownership for your workouts. This is the
Right.
hour. 1 hour you will never get back.
That's right.
There's the nurturing.
So if
Yeah.
you come in here and are gonna half step, I'm gonna come next to you.
Yeah.
And like I come off the platform, I don't necessarily always teach from the front. I go to the back where I know people,
New ones are.
and they seem to enjoy it because they come back.
Well, because then you're catering to them. Then it's like they feel like
Right.
they're important to you.
Well, they are.
And that's great. But
Big
believe this or
difference.
not, not a lot of people do that.
No.
And that's why we keep a small class, because we
Right.
don't want to have 20 people and neglect, 3 or 4 of them.
Right.
We want to be able to take care of everybody.
Right.
And I love that you're saying that you go to these people who are hiding.
Right. There's no real hiding. There are times where I turn the routine around so the front becomes the back, or the back becomes the front.
Right.
And yeah, you want to reach the ones that are in the back
Right.
because they're the ones that are probably either not sure about the class or about what they can
Right.
do, or they're just starting out.
Or the drill sergeant in front of them.
Or the real, some of them. I'm like, you can't hide from me no matter where you are. The spin room, the bike room in Crunch is dark, and we have 2 corners. I could still see folks. I'm like, you guys can't hide. I can still see you, and I know what people can do. I know, especially my regulars. You get to know them, and you're like, you're not riding where you can. So,
Yeah.
come on, whatever's going on, check it at the door. And I tell them, check the drama, check the bad day, check the problems at the door. You can't
Right.
do anything about them here. What you can do here is walk out in a better mood, pick up your stuff, and then go figure things out.
Yeah, I just recently found out that exercise is a great way to keep the frontal lobe healthy.
Right.
Because stress and all that will make it kind of shrink, and getting your heart rate up actually keeps that healthy.
He does a lot of research for the show.
And I think it's great. I
Right.
think it's great because it teaches you that there's more benefits. Because
Right, the
right,
health up here.
right. I'm 51 years old, right? So, and I'm okay with it. Thank you. Thank
I
you.
don't want
I
to
know,
say it
it's
too loud
amazing.
because
You're 51.
51.
You look like you are in your 20s or early 30s. This is amazing.
Thank you.
Jackie, what happened to you? No.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. Jackie, pay no mind. You've taken my class and you survived. Ricky has ditched out the opportunity to have 10 minutes with me. I'm just saying.
Did you hear what she said?
you did. You came in jeans.
No,
That's what he's
exactly.
talking
Did
about.
you hear what she said?
Ricky?
Ricky?
Oh, sorry, Rico. Rico.
I'm not even allowed to call him Ricky. He said no.
Jackie gave me permission.
Okay. But, no, Jackie aged pretty well, too.
She
She's
has.
lost a lot of weight. Have you
She
seen her
has.
lately?
More? No.
Yeah.
No.
She's-
No, I check in
she's
on
like
her.
you.
No. And it's funny
No.
because
Yeah.
no, she's small. She's petite.
She's
She's
very-
No, she put
she's
on
a
some-
firecracker though.
She put on some weight for a while. And then Lauren stressed her out, and she lost it all.
I don't know about that,
Teenage daughters will do that to you. They definitely will.
but thank
I'm
God
not there
I was
yet,
spared
but I've
that.
seen it. I got 2 girls.
Boys are easy. I'm gonna pray for you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, boys are dumb. They just be like, go
Dude,
over
his
there in the
girls are
corner.
fun. I love hanging out with his girls.
You know what? You raise them right. You would raise them active. They'll
Oh
be-
no, they got a mouth on them. I'm just saying that's why they're fun.
Oh,
They got
they're balls
they
of
got this
attitude.
30-year-old attitude.
The little one's a 60-year-old. I
Yeah,
swear.
yeah. The little
Swear.
one, she used to walk around here with one of our training knives. Who's next? You know I make balloons, right?
yes.
So I see her and she goes, "Oh, can you make me a balloon?" I go, "What do you want to make?" She says, "A chainsaw." She asked for a chainsaw.
Get out. I'd sleep with one eye open if I were you. Keep them on your good side.
She's the one that crawls into bed with me. It was in the middle of the night. She's like, I'm cold, Dad. And she comes in, she brings her stuffed animals. So all of a sudden, I'm like on the edge of the bed. I'm
Right.
like, I'm the only one here. I'm already on the edge. What the hell?
Yeah, she's the feisty one.
Yeah.
It was funny. We had gone out with them, and the older one says, "Oh, don't worry about us. We're going to be fine. If we get kidnapped, she's a biter and I'm a scratcher."
Wow.
This is how they go.
They
Well-
won't go down without a fight.
That's what I was gonna say, and that's you don't want scary girls.
Oh no,
They're not.
They're
Yeah.
dude, and they don't get it from Dad because I know Dad's a wuss.
Oh wow.
That's why I started training. Because I was.
I know. See, he can't even deny it.
I'm not. I really was. That's why I started training.
That's
Otherwise,
too funny.
I would have started. I'm a lot better now. I'm still
Yeah,
kind of
you
a
are.
wuss. I just
Yeah.
control it better.
Are your daughters doing any sports or anything?
Not currently, but after this, we're actually going to go skateboarding.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
My niece just started skateboarding, and she's so funny. She's got a ton of heart.
Now, I have a question because I'm just curious. You're doing fitness and stuff. Did you ever take any martial arts or even thought about it?
No.
She's
My
Salvadorian.
son
They're
did.
feisty enough.
Yeah, I know, right?
Sorry.
That's
Oh,
all
dude,
we need are
can
skills,
Can
right?
you imagine if I taught her how to use a
Skills.
stick or whatever?
Oh, it'd be crazy.
Because it consumes. I mean, teaching consumed a lot of my time.
Oh, okay.
And then my own workouts, and then my full-time job, and then I was raising a son. But my son did Muay Thai.
Time out. So, you were a trainer, and you had a full-time job?
Yeah, look, teaching is my passion,
Uh-huh.
but I have a job, and that's where Jackie and I
Yeah.
know each other from another.
They work for
we're
the state.
coworkers.
I'm trying to get them
The
to write me
city.
checks that don't really belong to me. Because Jackie's in payroll, right?
She is.
Under Ricky?
Ricky, I'll never get the cash.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
everybody's going to know my middle name now.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, she did it, not me.
So I'll tell you a funny story.
Jackie.
I'll tell you a funny story about my name, right? It says Rico, right?
It's Enrico.
It's what?
It's Enrico.
No, that's the funny story. So I'll tell you.
Jackie Colley.
So, all my life, I always thought my name was Enrico.
But it's not.
Well, here's the story. So, I was talking to my sister one day, and I said, Alexis, the oldest
Okay,
sister, the one who would know. So I said, oh, Enrico, where did that name come from? She goes, your name was never Enrico. I go, what do you mean? He goes, it was never Enrico, it's just Rico. I go, yeah, but every time, you guys would introduce us, Ray, Lolly, Enrico, or Danny and Ray, Enrico.
Oh my gosh.
So I thought it was Enrico.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm a little kid.
Right.
All I hear is
You're right.
Ray, Danny, Enrico. My name is Enrico.
Wait, so in school, what'd they call you?
Rico, but I just thought, oh no, it's Enrico. I would always
Do you,
correct them.
do you know what Rico means in Spanish?
Rich.
It does too, but
Savory.
yeah, delicious.
Yeah. Hey.
There you go.
So here's the other thing. Everybody always told me I was rich. My middle name is King. Rich King Ramos.
There you go.
Hey.
That's a
And
good
he's the
one, yeah.
poorest
But then I'm the
teacher
most
I
poorest
have.
guy you will tell you.
I only pay him out of pity now. I don't even.
It's pretty bad.
Cold peace.
Is
You
that-
guys definitely keep it the
7
keep
years
it real
old.
crew.
Oh yeah, we can't. Because I'm like, I feel bad. Melba has nothing to eat, so here's $20 for class.
Dang.
No, it's pretty bad.
And this is your student, huh?
This is my top student. We just gave him a black belt the other day. Yeah, he finally made first degree.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
I mean, to me and Danny, it's just whatever. I guess he deserved it.
I guess.
He stuck around long enough. We couldn't get rid of him.
Right,
That's
exactly.
It's 'cause
That's
you
how
fed
I.
me.
But that's how I got. That's how I got a job at Richard Simmons. They couldn't get rid of me, so
Oh, okay.
you might as well hire her.
She's been here for a year and a half. Look at the transformation.
And she's here all the time.
why. Should be a good story piece to tell
Oh,
people.
I wanted to ask you something about that because you said the psychological aspect of the body transformation.
Mm-hmm.
How long after did you stop seeing
Mm-hmm.
your former self in the mirror?
She's gonna say at 80 pounds.
That's
I bet
really
you.
rough because
Yeah.
Right? Well, that I wanted to. This is my curiosity. I love the brain.
and I think it's wonderful that there is that mind body. You're aware of the mind body connection. Sheesh. That's hard.
Dude, you got her stumped. I love it. I'm gonna.
No, I truly am at a loss for words because I don't know. It didn't happen overnight. I know that.
Right.
Well, so here's the thing. Like I lost by the time my 21st birthday come around, I had lost all the weight. I was down to 135 and I was keeping that. Then I got pregnant.
Oh.
And then
Ooh, that came back.
psychologically,
Yeah,
like
you
you
felt-
see the numbers start going
Yeah.
up.
Oh, that's
And
gotta
so
be.
soon after, and it really rattled my cage. And at first I was like, every time I got on the scale, I felt like I was gaining weight, and it freaked me out. Like in my head,
Take it out! Take it out!
Go to your husband. You carry it.
But then you start to realize I start to feel my son move, and then I'm like, okay, I'm
Okay,
responsible.
he's that fat,
Right.
not me. He's fat. I'm
You
good.
know,
That's a tough thing because that affects a lot of people. They get to a certain point or they lose weight really fast, but their mindset never change. So
Right.
then they gain it right back.
right, and then, but I had him, and luckily his paternal grandmother was always very supportive of me.
Okay.
So I was back in the gym and I lost the baby weight in 6 months.
Wow.
But I was also 22 years old. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. I mean,
So-
metabolism.
Your
is-
metabolism was always
Yeah.
kicked in anyway. so-
And so, fortunately, and then I was able to keep it off. But life isn't like you lose it and then it's like downhill like from
Right.
there.
You
It's,
gotta work.
Life's ups and
It's an
downs.
uphill
Yeah.
battle.
I mean,
Yeah.
of the 20 pounds that I lost, I've actually brought back like 8 pounds of it. And now it's like, okay, I need to really get back on the treadmill.
Right.
I'm
I
there
bought
with
one
you.
of the treadmills here, so
Yeah.
I have a nice professional one at
Oh,
home.
nice.
Yeah, so it's pretty big.
Yeah.
I mean, they're so nice to us. I mean, they're like, yeah, if you want to ride, it's $250. I'm like, what? Here.
Wow.
I'm
that's
in.
a heck of a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, definitely. I mean,
So-
it's like,
Did you do anything with nutrition with the sleep loss, or was it all just working out?
You know, the one thing I have learned over the 31 years is that nothing stays the same when it comes to nutrition. When I first started working out, everything was high carb, low fat, right?
Yeah.
So no protein and everything. So, you know, I was a thin but not fit. I didn't feel strong. And everything, like I said, they pushed everything was fat free. Everything, there was the Snapple cookies came.
Yeah, it's all the branding that they did.
Yeah, and everything was fat free dressing, fat free cookies, right? And then Atkins comes out,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
First it was Atkins, yeah.
And then
What a
you
crazy thing
see
that was.
the paleo, and then keto, and then I don't